Hi everybody, we're gonna take the kids to Bimini for the weekend for a quick little weekend getaway. We take them on our boat. We get there in about an hour and 15 minutes. It's very cool. It's a very cool experience. We're frequent at Bimini. It's very islandy and small. I'm gonna show you guys everything when we get there. Gigi just came here. I have to do her hair. Say hi, Gigi.
Hi.
And so we're gonna get ready. We're gonna go. I have to pack up the car with some food. It's very stressful, especially trying to go with 4 kids, small kids. Well, one is big, but the rest are kind of small.
Well, he's
so come with us. Yeah, you could see a little bit of our weekend fun. For those of you wondering what Bimini is, it's a Bahamian island, and it's very close to Miami. It's about an hour and 15 minutes away on my boat. A bigger boat will take a little bit longer. And if you do your due diligence and you make sure the seas are safe, you should get there in an hour and 15 minutes on a speedboat. I'm making Celine a little oatmeal. And then I'm about to put her in the car and we're about to get out of here. Our goal is to try to get to Bimini for around 12. Right now it is 9:17. So let's see how we're gonna do with time. I think we'll make it because it's an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. But the water's supposed to be flat. That's the reason why we went today. It just sucks with these Bimini trips because you never know what time you're leaving or if you're gonna go, or like it's a very last minute-y thing because it all depends on the weather. So if the weather is good and the water is calm, we can cross over to Bimini from Miami to Bimini. If the weather is not calm, we're good, we cannot go. Nobody's trying to be in a boat like splashing. And our boat it's very sporty, so it cuts through the waves, which makes it a lot better than if we were riding in a big, huge, like... So I'm wearing my little white, like, over thing because the sun is crazy over there. Here I am at West Marine. I always stop by here when we're about to go to Bimini just to make sure I have the latest and newest things that are, you know, things get expired. So you gotta always make sure your stuff is up to date. Look at me. You just hope that you'll never have to use any of this stuff, but floating strobe light, there's so many options, but you're supposed to have 2 different types of flares. So we have the gun, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one. It's a parachute signal rocket. We have handheld lighting sticks already, so I'm not gonna get more like this. We have a whistle. I just bought this because they say you need it. This is also something that the Coast Guard recommends you have. We have our first aid kit, fire extinguisher, and of course, you know, you're supposed to have life jackets, one for every person on the boat. And also this. These are like throwable. If somebody, you know, falls overboard, you can easily toss this to them. They have one with a rope that I think is better, but they're so much more expensive. Here they are. But I think this is mandatory. Like, you have to have this on your boat, even if you're just going in the intercoastal. All right, so when you're going on trips like this, especially when you have your family and stuff, you want to make sure you have some kind of rescue beacon device. We have the EPIRB. We have this one. This one was the newest one when I was buying them. This one looks serious though. Maybe we'll reconsider and buy something else. So a couple tips are, about 2 days before you start looking at buoy weather, that's an app that we use, and we place the cursor in the middle of the waterway between Bimini and Miami, and we see what the conditions of the seas are. And obviously we try to leave when it's calm as possible. Low winds, you know, under 8 knots, and then 0 waves if possible. 1 foot waves, and that's best for us. We have a baby. So on buoy weather, on the top it gives you a little description of what the weather is like, and then on the bottom in this section right here with these little bars, I try to keep the wind under 8 and the waves at 0. The calmer the better. When it says smooth seas, that gives you a green light, and it has a little green flag. Here we go. We're here. We have arrived.
Mommy, what is that?
Once we get everybody packed up, we're going to run the boat full speed, make sure everything is working properly. Here we stopped to grab some gas really quick before we got underway. We also filled up our boat with fresh water for the tanks that are inside the boat. This is great to keep the boat heavy for this trip. I just set up the navigation. It's going to take us there. It's pretty cool. It was at this moment when I realized that the GPS was taking us to Bimini and back. So I had to figure it out how to just make the endpoint Bimini. I figured it out eventually. But you could see that purple line is going to Bimini and back to like Fort Lauderdale, which I couldn't understand why it was doing that. Either way, leaving out of Haulover, if you keep your GPS between 150 and 120, you will end up in Bimini at some point. So right here, we were getting pretty close to Bimini. I wanted to give George a break. He always drives us to Bimini, so I don't think he ever got to like enjoy the ride. So I took over for him, and I took us the rest of the way. I was driving for about 30 minutes for the trip. It was pretty great.
Captain Bell.
At this point, I think you could start to see Bimini in front of us. The conditions for the seas this day were 5-knot winds and 0-foot seas, and it was great because it was not a lot of chop. The baby slept the entire ride. So we're arriving here in Bimini. It's beautiful. There's so many tips and tricks I'm gonna tell you guys that we had to learn the hard way. I'm gonna make a video about everything, break it down really quick, things that you need to bring with you, everything that it takes to come here. It takes a little preparation. You should probably start the day before, 2 days before, especially with Bimini's customs. But they're so chill here on this island, so even if you do want to do a last minute trip, you'll be all right. Before you go to Bimini, you should register your boat on Click to Clear. That's their customs, and then when you arrive there, they will come to your boat. As you're planning your trip, be sure to reach out to the marina in Bimini at the Hilton. If you're staying at the Hilton, it's called Bimini Bay Marina, and get that booked before you head over. All right, so this is how you enter Bimini's channel. It's beautiful. You could see the color of the water change from Miami's channel water. Right here on the left, I think that's the big game resort. You can definitely clear custom and immigration there. 2 separate processes. Or you could do it at the Hilton Hotel. So we just got to Bimini. We checked in. We arranged the slip ahead of time. Immigration came out, checked us in. We already did the boat registration online. So they just checked us. The young lady with the golf cart rental is coming to us. And then we're going to check into our villa.
Just take a right in the parking lot. You'll see it. It's a pink 6.
Oh, sorry. All right, sounds good. Pink.
Go on.
Nice. Yes. We're going right now to check into Bimini.
Boss lady.
Thank you. How much do we owe you?
Hold on, I'll take you 50.
Best beach ever in the world.
I'm not sure what was going on here, but my phone was recording, and you're able to see under the water how beautiful and clear it is. Thank God I was living my best life here, because 2 days later, I watched Shark Week, and these waters are infested with sharks.
All right, we're going out to dinner. Let's go. Let's see how everything goes. Let's see if they'll let us eat because it's super late. We're at the Hilton waiting for a table. It's very crowded. It's always crowded here. There's about 3 options. There's sushi. There's a restaurant called Hemingway's, and then there's the other one called the Tide. And we're waiting for them to clean our table so we can eat. Celine is screaming, and that's fine though. She's always screaming. So let's see what we have for dinner. Wait. Choo-choo. Say hi. This was a pleasant surprise. They did a traditional Bahamian carnival, and they came through the lobby, and it kept Celine entertained and not crying. So this made me very happy. I ordered what did I get? I got a salmon? No. Yeah, I got the salmon, and then I'm getting a whole roasted cauliflower. They told me it's going to be a bit of a wait, but everything is slow here. These people are on island time. I already saw like 3 or 4 people walk out of the restaurant screaming. But we're on vacation, so who cares? We got all night. We don't got nowhere to be. I'm saying that now until it takes 2 hours. Wish me luck. To the then. Yeah, we're wow. Pretty bumpy. George is on the drive. Guys, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, let's go. Yes, my darling. I love it here.
We love to take the golf cart and go into the actual town, like in Bimini. It's one road type of town. It's about 15 minutes from one side of the island to the other, and it's beautiful. The beaches there are just like flawless. We usually go, we get Bimini bread at Nate's. We are going to try pizza next time. There are few amazing conch stands that you can go to. Typically, back in the day, we used to pull up at the big game. This is the big game right here. This is when you're coming from a golf cart. But we used to clear customs there and then also go upstairs to the restaurant and eat. But now that we figured out that we can just have them come to us, we just park at the Hilton and we let them come to our boat. It's a lot of fun. It's great to go explore, to see the real Bimini, and it just adds like a little level of like the culture. You get to see the culture, the Bahamian culture. It's very nice. Bimini is definitely one of our kids' favorite trips. We love coming here. We love the culture. We love everything about it. And it's so close to Miami, so why not? As long as the conditions are good and safe to cross, we cross over.
It's taken a lot of time and experience, and that's why I wanted to make this video to help anybody who might have needed help to get to Bimini. This is us on our way back home. As you could see, we almost got caught in a little weather, but we didn't. The seas were still very, very calm. We made it home very quickly, and thanks to God, it was safe and sound. If you have any questions or you want to comment below, you can, and I will try to get back to you. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you can subscribe to see some more of my videos. I hope you guys have a very successful trip to Bimini, and let me know if you need any help. I'm here.